Imagine being locked away in one of Japan's most secure prisons, surrounded by armed guards, towering walls, and locked steel doors. Now imagine escaping not once, not twice, but 4 times. This is the unbelievable true story of Yoshie Shiratori, a man who outsmarted the system over and over again, until his luck finally ran out. Prison breaks are rare. Successful ones, even rarer. But some individuals are not just lucky, they're brilliant strategists. Today, we're diving into the shocking story of Yoshie Shiratori, a man who became every warden's worst nightmare. How did he do it, and what finally led to his capture? Stay tuned because this story is about to get astonishing. Our story begins in 1936 when Yoshie Shiratori was first arrested for the suspected murder of his boss. He was sent to Aomori prison, a facility known for its tight security. But within months, he was already plotting his escape. Unlike most prisoners who wait years for a chance, he found a simple yet brilliant loophole. Shiratori noticed that the metal wash basin in his cell had a wire rim. He carefully removed this wire and used it to pick the lock on his handcuffs and cell door. After unlocking the door, he waited for the right moment during a stormy night, climbed up to a cracked skylight, and made his way to the roof. From there, he scaled the prison walls and disappeared into the night. His plan worked, and before authorities knew what had happened, he was on the run. After a nationwide manhunt, Shiratori was recaptured, but instead of learning his lesson, he saw prison as a game to be beaten. This time, security was even tighter. Guards were warned to watch him closely, yet somehow, he did it again. Shiratori was transferred to Akita prison, where he was placed in a specially designed cell with high ceilings, smooth copper walls, and a small skylight. Determined, he noticed that the wooden frame around the skylight was rotting. Each night he would climb the smooth walls using a technique involving pressing his back and legs against opposing surfaces and gradually loosen the skylight frame. After several months he managed to remove the frame completely. On a stormy night, he made his move, escaping through the skylight and disappearing once more. By now the world was watching. People started calling him the man no prison could hold. The third time, prison officials thought they had finally trapped him. No loopholes, no weaknesses. But what they didn't expect was his ingenuity. Shiratori noticed that the salt in the miso soup he was given daily caused the iron handcuffs to corrode. Over time, he used this to his advantage, weakening the handcuffs until he could break them. Additionally, he discovered that he could dislocate his shoulders, allowing him to squeeze through the tiny food slot in his cell door. One night, after months of preparation, he slipped through the slot, made his way to the roof, and escaped into the freezing wilderness. By this point, he was becoming a legend, but the more famous he got, the harder it became to hide. The final escape attempt was his most desperate one. He knew the authorities wouldn't give him another chance, so he had to be smarter than ever. After being recaptured and sentenced to death for the murder of a farmer, which he claimed was in self-defense, Shiratori was sent to Sapporo prison. Here, he was placed in a specially designed cell with high ceilings and windows smaller than his head. However, the guards, overconfident in the cell's security, neglected to handcuff him. Shiratori noticed that the floorboards in his cell were loose. Using a miso soup bowl, he began digging a tunnel beneath the floorboards. After months of painstaking work, he completed the tunnel and made his escape. This time, however, his luck finally ran out. After a year on the run, the authorities finally caught up with him. But it wasn't easy. Shiratori had been living a quiet life, attempting to stay under the radar. However, he was eventually recognized and arrested. During his trial, the court took into consideration the harsh treatment he had endured and the circumstances of his previous escapes. His death sentence was commuted to 20 years in prison. With his capture, his incredible run came to an end. But his story, it continues to fascinate people to this day. So here's the big question, was he a criminal mastermind or just incredibly resourceful? One thing's for sure, he played the system better than anyone ever expected. Would you have done anything differently? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable true crime and mystery stories.